Hi Jörg.
Hi Richard, nice to have you here.
In a dairy lab, when optimizing the workflow or optimizing the analysis, the MOVE-T seems like a suitable option, right?
Indeed, it's a universal solution for all liquid products in such a dairy lab.
All liquid products? What kind of?
For example, when you think about the raw milk, so we can already start measuring the incoming goods and controlling the quality. We can also use it for the intermediate products up to the final products as long as we can pump them.
And what about vegan alternatives or milk drinks?
It's also possible. We already have set up calibrations for those products. It's all possible with this unit.
And what kind of parameters does it analyze?
We're typically looking for the standard parameters which are of interest in such a lab, like as fat, protein, total solids, lactose, even sugar and density is possible.
Looks like a compact system, and you have a lot of space here in the sample compartment, right?
Correct. When we designed these units, we took care that the instrument shall be flexible for all kinds of containments in width and also in height. Therefore, the assembling arm can also be adjusted to the container's height. For example, if you want to use the whole bottle without fully filling the sample into a cup, you can just place it here and adjust the instrument to your sample.
Could we maybe have a look under the lid? How is it structured here?
Okay, this is a dual channel instrument, as you can see. So on the one hand, we have the homogenizer for pumping and homogenizing the raw milk mainly to achieve the high precision and repeatability for the results. But on the other hand, you can simply pump the sample if no homogenization is required to bypass the homogenizer. This is also saving lifetime and maintenance costs for the customer.
Right, and then the sample is pumped into this flow cell.
Correct. This is not a normal cell, it's a special quartz cell made of a certain glass quality that has no wearing at all. So it means the glass or the quartz cell will not change over time. You can use it in principle the whole life of the instrument. On top, you have a 1 millimeter optical path length that allows you the pumping and measuring of high viscose products even when they contain little particles. It's possible.
Okay, all right. We could maybe measure just a standard product like raw milk or something?
Okay, yeah, I went shopping and bought some stuff here. So I have a raw milk here we can use. So I just shake it a little bit to invert the fat back into the milk. Otherwise, sometimes you get a fat layer on top. So this is also a good example for adjusting the arm to the sample container. In the software we use, we already configured some products for raw milk, skim milk and other products. So you can simply enter your sample information. You can also use a barcode scanner if you want and start the measurement. So now the instrument will pump and homogenize the sample because for these products the homogenizer is activated in the setup. The system is not only pumping but also heating the product. So there is a preheating unit built in, which is heating the sample already up to 40 degrees. The whole homogenizer body is set to 40 degrees and also the sample compartment is set to 40 degrees, that we always have a constant sample temperature during the whole pumping and measurement. Now you can see that the measurement is already in progress. For this sample, I assigned a duplicate measurement. So you will see the single results on the lower part of the screen while the average is on the top. So you see solids, non-fat as a parameter, fat, lactose, protein, total solids, and also the casein value is given here. The data and the results are all stored in a database, so you can also access this from outside. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Could we have a look at another product, maybe something with a higher solid content that often causes problems in the lab?
Sure. We also have a chocolate milk here. Chocolate is a special product, which you can already see that there is a kind of sediment on the bottom, so it's separating by time. So in this case, I will shake the bottle a little bit to invert the chocolate or the total solids back into the product. And then we can also measure this sample easily with a different product, because for the chocolate milk, we don't need the homogenizer as the product is already homogenized during the production. Okay, now you will see that the new incoming sample will push out the previous sample. That means you don't have to flush or clean the instrument between every measurement, you can also use a new incoming sample to do that, while the new sample is completely replacing the previous sample. And you can also see that we only use a peristaltic pump and that no use of the homogenizer is done. Also here we're running the measurement in a duplicate to see the repeatability of the measured results. As you can see, also here we have the standard parameters like solids, non-fat, fat, protein, total solids, but also density as a parameter. Okay, that's it.
Okay, then you just wipe it. And what about cleaning in general? What kind of cleaning solutions do we need?
Yeah, so the instrument can clean itself after the measurement. You can set it in the product specification if you want to have an automatic cleaning or cleaning by product change. What we use for the cleaning is a concentrate that we dilute down to a 0.5 dilution or solution for the cleaning, for a standard cleaning, or a 2% solution for a more intensive cleaning. So there are different cleaning cycles possible to run in the software, and you can decide by the operator if you want to do an intermediate or a final cleaning.
And what about this sample compartment? Well,
Yeah,
I might spill something in there.
it's correct. Yeah, also this one you can easily take out and wash under the tap water for easy cleaning, and then you can just put it back after it is done.
Okay, that sounds nice from a lab perspective. How do I ensure that the results are always precise and correct?
Because we are validating our own instrument frequently with external validation samples that will come with a certification, so we can check the accuracy not only about the instrument but also for the calibrations we are using. Plus the instrument is certified by ISO 21543. And we also welcome everybody to visit us in our factory to see and use the instrument, or we can also come over to you to visit you with the instrumentation for an online demonstration.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you too.